Alaska. Right now, I'm in the process of building another bus.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. With my friend Randy, who's sitting right over here, that's him. Randy found this bus, which is a near exact replica of the first original Further bus.
Oh.
A D-Model International with a gilded body. For all you bus freaks out there, I know there's hundreds of you. And so I had heard about this thing. It took him 2 years to dig it out. It was half buried down in the Delta, the Sacramento River Delta. When I heard about this thing, I thought, buried in the Delta, that's not a bus, that's just the top half of a bus. So I did that, but I'd always kind of wanted another one of these buses, because I really liked it. And so finally I got there to see it, and I thought, oh my God, this thing is solid, this is a real possibility. And so now I have got it to my home in Scappoose, and what I'm doing tomorrow when I get back there is continue to modify the roof on my shop so that I can get it in. Then I'm going to take the engine out of my retired pickup and put that in the bus, and I'm going to keep doing this until I have a driving replica of the original Further bus.
Cool.
This coming year, I have a real project for it. I'm going to go on the political tour, and some of you may remember years ago, Wavy Gravy ran a campaign of nobody for president. Well, I'm going to campaign everybody for president. Everybody for president, and a president for everybody. We're going to go around, we're going to prank the whole political scene and try to make people get started. Is I'm going to seriously try to get young people out to vote.
Yeah.
You've been writing your book, but what else?
Me? Oh, God. I've been working on this new book since 2014. It's called Cronies. It's all about the adventures with Kesey and Cassidy and the Pranksters and the Grateful Dead. And I finally finished it, I don't know how many months ago, and sent it off to my agent in New York. 580 pages, 70 chapters.
Oh.
And so it's been making the rounds, but I realized the reason we never hear back from anybody is it's taking them too long to read. But also, I'm becoming aware of the fact that things are different in the East and the Coast than it is in the West Coast. Not that I'm denigrating anybody, but in the level of publishing out there, they're looking for a different kind of book than this is. So now we're swinging our attack to the West Coast for West Coast publishers. Because this, that's what George was talking about. Beneath the surface of the media world and the political world and all that, there exists underneath that many layers of other kinds of people and worlds that luckily aren't brought up to that forefront. They can do all the things that are important in this country, of working together and trying to save the topsoil and and the earth, and doing everything they can to make everything better, right on a real hands-on way. And these are the people that they're really our audience. And so the more that we can do things and reach out to that audience and give them whatever we've picked up in our lives and travels, and help this movement along, just like George is talking about, the better for the country. The country will survive this shit we've been through, and it will survive because of all these people.
So I just feel, I'm going to add to Babbs' remarks and say that most of the folks I'm looking here at tonight have probably gotten high or supported a marijuana campaign, and we were hoping today that maybe the Congress would pass national legalization. I don't think they quite did it, but a lot of people said some very nice things. So we can hope for the future that some of these laws that have caused so much distress and pain and cost so much money can be lifted, and people can relax and enjoy cannabis and some other things just in their own homes and in a gentle and ordinary way. So yeah, Zane is reminding me that I have a little cannabis company called Mountain Girls Botanica. And, you know, and so, you know, there's...
Should we have a little booth here outside?
We should. But no, that's not my intention.
You didn't bring a booth?
No, I sure did. There's no booth. But it's been interesting to see what a great plant this is, and I'm really interested in where the science is going to go with this, because they're discovering new things about the cannabis plant every day. Interesting things. That it creates molecules in great variety that do all sorts of different things in the body. So we're finding out how much pain relief and all of these different things it can do, and it's sort of putting a cap on all that fun that we had with weed back in the day. You know, running from the cops and hiding it, and, you know, smoking joints in corners and being so careful. So it's finally getting its day, and I'm terribly pleased by that. And I just want to remind everybody that if they're shopping, go organic. It's really better.
You don't have to go to these pot stores and spend a lot of money for weed. No, you got friends who grow it, you grow it, do all that. I think it's a racket that all these pot shops. I mean, it's all right. It's for like people that go to the liquor store now. But still, you got to spend money on pot.
I loved all the beautiful green fields along the freeway this summer. I thought that was pretty awesome. And it just made me feel good. And it made me realize that the generation that I came in has had some success.
How about you? Finish it up.
Well, let me start with this. How many new Merry Pranksters are out here? Go ahead and stand up. Stand up, you guys. Come on.
You have to be at least moderately married. Welcome.
50 years after the original trip, we had a 50th anniversary bus trip with the second bus. And
There's one. Wow. Yay.
We decided, well, we need a whole new group of Merry Pranksters, or they're all going to die off.
We need new ideas.
And so, since then we did, you know, 50th anniversary acid test and a 50th anniversary acid test graduation. It's all, you know, acoustical acid test. And so we've been running around, you know, helping concerts turn into parties. And if any of you guys want to join up, just find us on Facebook.
Zane took the bus on a 50th anniversary tour around the country in 2014, I guess, wasn't it? Yeah, and they did a film of it, called Going Further, which you might find on the internet, probably not yet. But anyway, after this film was done, I went around traveling with the crew doing screenings all around the country and doing this sort of thing, and Q&A, question and answer after the screenings. And what I discovered is that there's stuff going on all over the country. There's all these festivals. Everywhere you go, there's another festival, another weekend. They're everywhere in the country, every county, every city. They're everywhere. And they're full of people, like all of us here. And I realized there's a lot of us. And I ran into the New York Merry Pranksters, and the Pennsylvania Merry Pranksters, and the Ohio Merry Pranksters, and the Midwest Merry Pranksters, and the Southern California, and the Northern California, and the Northwest. There are these Merry Prankster groups all over the country.
We're up to the 5th generation Merry Prankster.
And that's just a sample of what's out there. There are so many of us that are part of this, whatever it is, this wave that struck us 54, 55 years ago, and I think is happening again. And this is why I think this is happening again. Is when I travel around and I see these groups of people, and they're everywhere, and we're of a like mind. People ask me, what was it really about? And I say, it was about elevation of our consciousness. Everything that we did, the drugs, the music, the dancing, the art, the painting everything, the clothes, the tie-dyes, the getting together, the partying, all this stuff is all about elevating our minds. It's about raising our consciousness to another level. People, we need to evolve. We need to evolve our consciousness. The current state of human consciousness is not survivable. It's just that simple. We're destroying the planet. Not you and me and people here, but humanity is destroying the planet with our machinations, and it's all about greed. We have to evolve so that we're able to function with something else guiding us. And this is what it's all about, is raising our consciousness so that we can evolve.
This was a long time in the making. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, ever since I got out to the Northwest in 2000. And I could say that those 2 weeks or whatever I spent with these guys were some of the most crazy, most memorable times in my career. And not only did I learn a lot about the 60s and the culture, but I learned a lot about Ken too. And you know, someone who obviously, if you're a journalist or a writer, you admire very much, but I got to know him a little bit. You guys knew him a lot, and he was a fascinating man, and I'm not surprised that he created such a thing and that you guys expanded on it in such a way that 50 years later, we're still very much involved in it. And there are these little pockets, literally not just in the U.S., but all around
little
the world.
pockets, medium-sized pockets, large pockets.
And festivals.
Every pocket.
I was astonished when I started seeing this about 3 or 4 years ago. I was absolutely astonished. I'd like to say one last thing.
No kidding. Go ahead.
We are now doing 50th anniversaries of just about everything in the 60s.
No, it's coming to an end. We're getting close. This is the last
okay,
month.
but this is my point. A lot of people look at it and say, well, the last thing that happened in the 60s was Altamont, and that wasn't very good. But what they don't realize is that the last thing that happened in the 60s was in Hawaii, and it was the biggest surf that anybody alive has ever seen. There were waves that might have been 200 feet high. There were stories of people surfing 80 feet waves, and I was there. I was in Hawaii. It was the end of December 1969, and it was the biggest surf ever.
What does that mean?
So
These waves are following George.
we're in the 60s with the biggest waves that anybody's ever seen, and now we're ready for some more of the same.
With that said, the Pranksters